Hello, everybody. My name is Paige Dansinger, the founding director of Better World Museum. I'm here today, live, to share a how-to session on creating in Facebook Horizon. I will be speaking often to you today through the selfie camera or through my eyes while I'm creating. This will be a 40-minute, I'm starting my timer now, a 40-minute demo, and I'm excited to share it with you. It's completely improv, and I'm just gonna go with it. So thank you. Today we're gonna create a tree of life, and maybe it'll turn into a forest. If you want to see certain things added, you may add your suggestions in the comments below. Thank you. All right, so the first thing to do is we will create a new room. All right, so I'm gonna let go of my selfie cam and get to work. Thanks for joining me. This is Better World Museum inside of Facebook Horizon. Let's do it together. Yeah. So on my wrist, there's a little menu, and we're going to go to the Create tab. Create a new world. And we're gonna beam there. All right. Preparing for visitors. And here we are in a brand new blank world. I'm able to see as far as the eye can go. On my thumb stick, I'm able to pull down into build mode. And by holding my two internal triggers, I'm able to scale the room. And this is my spawn point. We'll keep it for now. When I want to select or move something, I use my select tool and move it. But let's first start out by creating an environment for our tree. So I'm opening up my shapes panel, and I'm going to flatten out. Oh, let's actually start with a circle. We'll make a circular world. And that will give us the more illusion that the world's not flat. So I'm just on my left controller. My left is my non-dominant hand. I'm going to put on my snap grid. Yeah, so there we go. And now let's change it. Although it's snowy here, we'll start out with a little green grass. Let's see how that feels. Ah, and I'm turning in every direction, and my horizon is nice and flat because I used the snap grid. Perfect so far. And let's go back to the shapes, because we're going to start with a tree. Just we're able to change the height and the width of our shape by grabbing it and scaling the way I shared with you earlier. And we can take some of the shapes that we have and make a color. We have solid, plastic, metal, glow, and different intensities. Let's make this a real shiny looking tree. And we can scale it in different ways and build up an unexpected. There we go. This one might have a little branch coming out. There, like a chunky pine. That's right. And it might look like this from below. Oh, yeah, so I'm liking it. It's unexpected. Now I'm going to group it together. And I do this by selecting, holding down my first index finger on the trigger while taking the cursor. I'm able to enlarge the cursor or decrease it, selecting all the objects and grouping them together. And we're just going to plop it right down. Now, if we look at the scale of the spawn point and the tree, we're still really giant. Boop. That's right. Now let's take a look. That tree is behind me. Here it is. All right. That's the beginning of Trees of Life. And we're able to make more kinds of trees, as well as duplicate the trees that we already have. And this tree will have an autumnal beautiful color of like this red maple. I might stretch this way and this one this way, just for extra. Yeah. So I just kind of make up my tree. And there's no right or wrong way. There just really isn't. It's kind of whatever feels good to you. I'm going to select it all, group it, and place it into my forest. Now, if I'd like to duplicate this tree, I select it, and on my pad, I'm able to see duplicate. So let's try it. Dupe, dupe, dupe. And we can duplicate this, duplicate, turn it a little bit so it looks a little different. There we go. So now we're starting to have a bit of like a park. But the trees all look too uniform, and there's no life in them. So let's change that and manipulate our trees a little bit. There we go. This one now looks small like a mushroom. Okay. Now, we're able to add so much more here. Let's do it. First, along with shapes that we're able to now go on to build squirrels or birds or clouds, and we can do all of those things. There's gizmos. There's triggers, doors, text, spawn points, sound recorders, particle effects, scripts, environments, and trail effects. We're able to grab one of these gizmos and change this to sunrise or overcast or misty marsh. Twilight, one of my favorites. Sunset, ooh, beautiful. Look. Or daytime. We're able to add a little fog and also change some of the attributes. And along with shapes, gizmos, and there's also sounds. So we're able to find a background sound. Let's see. I'm sure there's one for trees, forest. Here's success sci-fi. Let's hear that. Yeah, I love that growl. No, none of that in our forest. Sound effects. Oh, here's backgrounds. Wild, gentle. Wind. Oceanside. Let's see. Office quiet walls. Nope. Let's just put a little bit of gentle wind in. And we're able, that's not very gentle. Let's change the volume way down. Okay, we're just gonna have it. And then let's add some music. So there's lots of different let's see. That's a nice one. Or well, that was good. Ooh, I'm thinking I'd like to build to this. Okay. All right. I'm liking this forest. Stop for a little selfie break. Hey, this is Paige Dansinger. I'm live here on Facebook Horizon doing a how-to build session. And we're creating like a forest because the earth is really important in climate. Hello, this is Paige Dansinger, Better World Museum, back for part 2 of my how-to build session in Facebook Horizon. We're building Trees of Life forest. We've created some trees. We made an environment. We've chosen the time of day, and we put in some nice music to build to. Now, let's start adding some elements that are animated and interactive for the second part of our how-to build session. If you have any comments or wishes for me to add something, go ahead and add it into the comments. If you want to see a bird flying or snowflakes, you let me know. Thank you. I'm going to build now a bird that flies from one tree to the next. So I'm popped back into builder mode, and I can see my world from here. I'm gonna grab a sphere, head, a beak. Enlarge our head, enlarge our beak. Let's make a tummy with this shape. A torso with a tummy. We can make it longer. And we need a tail. Flatten this shape. And let's make our tail move. And we'll make it a red tail. A red-tailed bird. Okay, so this is a demonstration of how to make a shape animated in Facebook Horizon. While holding my shape, I'm going to open up the property panel. And I'm going to look in the behaviors. There's visible, collidable, and motion. And I'm going to select animate. I'm going to place my tail kind of closer to where I'd like it. And I'm going to hit the record button and flap my tail. And I can choose a little, kind of went with the music a little. Let's play. Yeah, and I'm able to change the speed. Let's say, let's make it slower. Look how slow it is. Or we can make it much faster. Oh, I like that. And we'll loop it continually. I'm also able to attach a script, change some attributes, and some other extra things to do. I love my bird, so let's give it some wings too. We're gonna make it like this. No, I don't think I like that. Let's try it instead like we did our tail. We'll do one at a time and flap the wing. And I'm going to show you also how we can make it that even a little more smooth. So this time we're going to record, and I'm going to use some toggles. Let's look for some first. Yeah, that's the one we're going to use to make it flap up and down. So we'll hit record. And stop. We'll loop it continually. No, this one we'll do back and forth for differences. And we'll also speed up. Let's do it really fast. Okay. Oops. And we also have to play it on start. There we go. Ooh, that's hummingbird fast. Maybe that's too fast. Let's slow it down to 2. That looks good. And we're gonna just copy and put it over there. That works. We'll put it in a little bit more. Perfect. These birds are going to be flying from tree to tree before you know it. Now let's color the rest of our bird. And we'll give it some little eyes. Okay, now we're going to group together all of our sections of our bird. And create it, make it to scale, and now we're going to animate it to fly from one tree to another tree to another tree and to another tree. Okay? So let's take our property panel, open it up, connect to the animate, and record. Fly, fly, fly! Boop, 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 boop. Fly, fly, fly. Fly, fly, fly. Fly here. And land there. Stop. We're going to loop it continually and play it. Start. There's our bird. Oh, where's it gonna go next? Pretty awesome. Okay, let's continue building. Now, we need a little bee. So we're gonna grab some more shapes. Let's use glow. Select them together. And we'll animate this little bee. We'll make it much smaller. animate, record. Stop. Loop it continually and play on start. And let's duplicate it. Let's grab it. All right. Perfect. Now we have a little animating forest. I love it. Okay, let's create a cloud or something interactive after the cloud. And actually, to make really nice clouds, I'll show you a trick that also animates. So, record. Stop. Back and forth, play on start. I'll grab another one. This is how to make the best dynamic clouds. Oops. So I'm just kind of making these. Then we'll grab one more. We're going to animate this one too. Record. Stop. Go back and forth. Play on start. Okay. Play on start. Loop. There we go. Now, let's animate the cloud. Record. Okay. Oh, our cloud is moving way too fast. Let's change it. Point 2. All right. Still too fast? If something isn't working right, okay, there we go. Now they're working. So those are my dynamic clouds. Hi everybody, this is Paige for part 3 of our creating a Tree of Life garden environment. So the clouds are coming in. Let's make them snow and change the season and see what's next. So we're adding more clouds. And we're going to create a little snowflake. All right, these colors are perfect. Let's group them together. Oops. And we'll make little animating snowflakes. And let's make a few in different sizes. And we'll make another one. And I just make things up as I go. I use my shapes as if it was just like paint. Yeah, that's a great snowflake. That one's a little too close to that cloud. So we'll move it over, group, animate, snowflakes falling, loop it, and let's make a few of them. In different sizes. These are actually really going to look giant when we're down there. And let's change the color now of our ground. And some of the trees are starting to get a little snowy. All right, this is perfect. Okay, Well, we have a little bit of time left. Let's make a snowman. And our snowman is not going to be white, but wonderfully purple. Little carrot nose. Cute. And let's add a sound recording. Have a happy winter and stay healthy and safe. Okay. Let's attach this right here and add a script. We will make it so that when somebody enters in front of the snowman, let's see, okay. When trigger is entered by player, play sound, stop sound. And let's make a variable, our object is going to call sound effects. I kind of forget how to do this sometimes. Okay, now we have our script. It may or may not be right. Script 1, script 1, and now we're going to connect the sound, connect the sound. Well, I have to open this up. And go in and connect the sound to the script to the trigger. I do get a little confused, I'm not gonna lie. Here we go. And it could be the other way around. We're gonna have to test it. Let's now, oops. And that's my timer. Okay, so let's test it out. When I go in front of the snowman, it should say it, but it might not, because I'm not sure I connected it correctly. Let's test it out. Have a happy winter and stay healthy and safe. Yeah, it worked! This is Paige Dansinger wishing you a happy winter and to stay safe, healthy, and safe. Thank you so much. Yay, it worked! Let's do it again! Have a happy winter and stay healthy and safe. Yes. Bye-bye.